Despite American satellite surveillance, despite American retaliatory missiles and assurances that the Iraqi army was withdrawing, Saddam Hussein continues to thumb his nose at them. Far from clearing out from the forbidden zone, his troops, tanks and artillery are digging in. And it looks as if Saddam means to keep them here for as long as he dares, even at the risk of rekindling an old war. He has made a deal with the Kurdish Democratic Party, who, with the help of his tanks and guns, captured the ancient city of Erbil from their rivals, the PDK. They are now in firm control here, and with Saddam's help need to extend their rule right across Kurdistan. Today, the ousted Kurdistan Prime Minister, Razal Ali, told me that if the West didn't stop Saddam's attempt to creep back to power here, the PUK would ask Iran for help against him. And this could be the next battlefield just south of Erbil. We went from one side to the other, and there seems no doubt both are planning an attack. Like the Iraqis over the hills, they are digging in.
We have travelled a mile, perhaps a mile and a bit, across this no-man's land that divides the two warring factions. But it's a big enough divide to ensure that a united Kurdistan remains a dream.
Rather, it's the nightmare of Kurd fighting Kurd, whoever they choose as their backers, and whatever the consequences. Michael Nicholson, ITN, with the Kurds in northern Iraq.
History is repeating itself. Displaced, desperate and destitute, the Kurds have arrived, again throwing themselves at the mercy of their Iranian neighbours. We were taken under armed escort up to the usually inaccessible border defences above the town of Barneh by Iranian officials keen to demonstrate that Iran has opened her borders to help the Kurds. Iran says 100,000 refugees have now arrived here, a figure the UN claim is exaggerated. But we found several thousand setting up this camp inside Iran, including many injured when Erbil and Suleimania were captured by the rival Kurdish faction, the KDP, backed by Iraqi tanks. Those fit enough to return to their homes say they fear savage reprisals if they do. They told us Saddam's secret police, disguised as Kurds, are executing known members of the defeated Patriotic Union of Kurdistan.
They are wearing clothes of Kurdish clothes, and they attack Kurdish people.
Fighters from the defeated PUK army are being turned back from the Iranian border, and it's not clear how long civilian refugees will be allowed to stay. But for now, the priority is keeping them alive. The arrival of the first bread truck was greeted with scuffles. All of the aid reaching these people is coming from the Iranian government. The complaint we're hearing over and over again is, where are the international agencies? Why aren't they helping the Kurdish people? In 1991, the West provided aid and protection. Today, it seems America is again poised to strike against Iraq, but that won't provide safe homes or food for these people. Paul Davis, News at 10 on the Iran-Iraq border.